What's going on, everybody? Check out this clip from the Pre-Patch podcast. Well, Bill, this should make you happy, hopefully. But
Yes.
Xbox has formed a new game preservation and platforms teams and moves AI division under hardware. So essentially, from what I'm understanding about this, is that they are looking at figuring out a way to preserve older titles via their cloud-based software, Project Cloud or Project X Cloud, I think is what it's called, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah. So
Billy,
the basics
you a little bit
behind it
happy?
is what's that?
I asked Bill if he's a little bit happy.
A little bit. It's better than nothing, so I will give it that.
I mean, let's
I'm
take a step back. Let's take a step back because Xbox, well, yes, they've moved away from physical content, right? Xbox
Right.
has been extremely good with like backwards compatibility for old games on their new consoles. So like
They have, but
been
they've
pretty
also been
decent with
really
that.
good about shutting down old services and removing the ability to access certain aspects of their old services.
No, I don't know. I've always heard that their backwards compatibility with old games has been like par none. Like they've been
done
really
better
good with
than PlayStation has for sure in the
Well,
at the moment.
in the fact of
not even
being
just
able to
PlayStation,
play
though, like just-
whatever game you want. The backwards compatibility with Xbox isn't true backwards compatibility though, because it's not reading it off of your disc. It's still having to ping to a server.
But you
you
can still play your old games off
Well,
of
as long as you have
long as you have an internet connection.
yeah. I mean, again, like I said,
the way
I'm
that
not
they're doing
stating
it
that
here
they're great.
is you have to stay connected to an internet connection. It's not something that you can physically download, which is
Again,
where
like-
I have the issue with it. It's better than nothing. I'm glad you can still have access to be able to play these games under circumstances, but it's limited circumstance, which is
I'm
never
hoping
ideal.
I'm hoping that they'll kind of see that because like this is straight from Sarah Bond, the Xbox's president. They said we've formed a new team dedicated to game preservation, important to all of us at Xbox and the gaming industry itself. We are building on our strong history of delivering backwards compatibility to our players, and we remain committed to bringing forward the amazing library of Xbox games to future generations for players to enjoy. I thought there was something in here. I'm reading about
So
it.
what if they were to do the hey, you can you have access to our servers, we hold the server there, and then you download the game, and then once the game's downloaded, you can play it. Like you're good. You don't have to
That would be almost perfect. The only other way that they could do it is allowing you to allowing ownership of the download, which is never going to happen.
Well,
that's not gonna happen.
That would be I would be content having an ability to download and hold on to. Again, that download would only stay active if you probably ping to a server every now and then.
It would be perfect for Bill if you could claim a game and they would send a package of a physical copy to you to your doorstep.
I mean, yeah.
Just give me the ability to write CDs from the Xbox. That's what we need right there. Is just
I just came up with a great idea. To be
well,
honest.
I'm so sorry. I hate to burst your bubble, Scruffy, but actually that already exists with Top Shelf. They actually have it to where you can open physical digital packs, and you can claim
that, I think.
claim it, and then they will send you the real version of that card. Here's my thing about it. What poor bastard is having to sit there? Whose job is it to open up all these fucking packs and to find these fucking cards and then have to mail them out, dude? I feel bad for that dude.
But no, it's cool in the fact that it is going to allow a almost constantly connected online world to be able to access these games, but it still lacks the personal touch of ownership and being able to actually be able to take it where you want to go with it. It's preservation in the aspect of the company has is preserving it, but they're only limiting the access to it themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
my
it's not
biggest
a
thing is
public
again,
library, I guess is the way I'm thinking about it.
My only thing is again, it's better than some of the other stuff that's out there right now. Like the only ones that do it really well and we've talked about it before, is Nintendo. Like they're the best when it comes to that kind of stuff right now. So
Well, we bring this up, and
And
it's
they
actually
also shut down emulators.
well,
they
that's
do
true,
also
did,
shut down
So-
and they did just shut down the 3DS
take,
and
I
Wii U
guess.
servers.
Yeah.
so-
So
give or
but
take, I guess.
what I
right?
was gonna say
is-
is that we bring this up actually in the fact of, like I said, I went to the like video game museum archive, whatever you want to call it, like the one of the largest like stores and places that had all these games. And I was actually chatting with a couple of the people, and the lady and the guy up front who owned the store I literally was talking about kind of like preservation of media and games, and they said that inevitably the future is digitalization, because not even just from like that's where the world is moving, but from a sheer fact that these games, a lot of the older games, maybe not so much as like the CDs and stuff like that, but even they were talking about like that has a physical lifespan, that like these things will not work after a certain amount of time. Like they had games that came in that they were like, yeah, everything on these should completely work, but the data on them eventually just corrupts. He's like, it's kind of he's like, it's really wild that you could sit there and have like a Donkey Kong cartridge and just sit and nobody touch it, nobody do anything, everything stays fine. You can change the battery that's in the cartridge completely, whatever else, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, like the data just for whatever reason just corrupts. It just corrupts, and there's no going back. So
yeah.
So anyway, all right. Well, Xbox is on board. Do you think this will spur any of the other companies, PlayStation or Nintendo, to maybe take a look at this, or no?
I think
I hope so.
I think they should.
Yeah.
I think PlayStation will. Nintendo, they do what they want.
Nintendo do what they want.
Nintendo don't
bro.
give a fuck.
No, they really don't.
They're the honey badger of the gaming world. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the patch notes. And if you want to join us live, we stream every single Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. Also, if you miss a show, you can always catch us at anchor.fm/pre-patch podcast or wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the show.